Hello, friends from around the world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to talk about new releases for collected editions. This is for January 2023. And Hector and we work for Penguin Random House, and we manage sales we manage sales, and the titles that we are going to talk about today are those that we can sell internationally, just so that you're aware if you didn't know what we do. In terms of how we're going to present these titles today, we have our favorite picks for January that we're going to go through and explain to you why we love them or why we're so excited for them. And then we're going to jump into some highlights of collected editions coming out in January. And then we'll follow up with the rest of the list that you could look through as well. So to
Yes.
get started, we'll go to my first pick, which I am super excited for. Hector knows this. I've been talking about this all
Yeah.
the time. This is Monkey Prince Volume 1, Enter the Monkey, written by Jinlun Yang, who I met at New York Comic Con. He's great. He's a fantastic person. And then illustrated by Bernard Chang. And Monkey Prince it's based on this legend, the Monkey King legend. And so DC is taking this like Chinese American superhero who the main character his name is Marcus Sun, and he has foster parents who are like henchmen, so he travels a lot because of his parents' work. One day he encounters this like mysterious figure who has like a pig face, and he's like, "Who is this?" And the person tells him to walk through a curtain of water to reveal his true self. And this true self turns into like he morphs into this like being that has 72 formations, can clone himself using his own hairs, which is interesting, and is called the Monkey Prince, the title of this comic that you'll see here. This actually collects Monkey Prince issue number 1 to 6, and includes a story from DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian superhero celebration that you'll see collected in this edition.
Great. And then next is one of my picks is Jenny 02, written by Dave Dwash and Brockton McKinney, and illustrated by Magenta King. Now this is second volume or a continuation of the original miniseries Jenny Zero, which we also have available from Dark Horse. That one collected that miniseries 1 to 6, and this is the second miniseries uh, collected 1 through 6 also. And if you don't know, so Jenny Zero uh, is the daughter of Mega Commander Zero, who is the greatest superhero in Japan. And she's a troubled child, sort of like a problem child, celebrity daughter, and she is in the first one, she's recruited to work for the government of Japan, defeating kaijus. But she is partying all the time and gets drunk all the time, and she gets in trouble more than she helps. And of course, her best friend is this is funny too. Is Hotel Heiress. I forget her first name, but her last name is Sheraton. So it's like, sort of like a Paris Hilton kind of character, and it's very funny and very cool, but it also has a lot of action and a lot of things happen in that one. And then she's kind of exiled, and then now she comes back in this one, or the Japanese government brings her in to take the place of her dad, trying to be the number one superhero or the main superhero in Japan, but she still, as you can see here in the cover, gets in trouble, and they have to try to mold her. And it also, part of this, I saw it as part of the images that are being shared in places like Otherwise, where she has her dad's diary. So this story is going to go between the present and what she's reading of the origins of her dad as Mega Commander Zero. So I'm really looking forward to this. The first one was amazing and very, very funny. So I'm hoping this is going to be the same, very crazy and out there.
Mhm.
Yep.
So my next pick is a vampire genre, if that's what you're
Yeah.
into. I certainly am. This is Carmilla, the First Vampire. This is written by Amy Chu and illustrated by Sue Lee. And it's about a social worker who turns into a detective in a way when she discovers that young homeless LGBTQ plus women are like being murdered and no one, especially the police, is doing anything about it. And so the social worker takes on that detective role. And so a series of clues leads her to Chinatown, where she discovers what will eventually unfold horror that you'll see as you're reading through the story here. So if you're looking for, again, like, this is good for people who love the vampire genre, but it's layered with like dark Chinese folklore as well, who have like a feminist murder mystery at hand, and family secrets that are unveiled,
Yeah.
which all sounds great to me. And so I'm incredibly excited for
Beautiful
this release.
illustrations too by
Very
Suli.
beautiful.
Yes.
Hmm.
Very cool. And next up, this is one. The my next pick is Esther's Notebook, Riyad Satov. And so the author Riyad was born, I think it was in Libya, but also lived in Syria, and but moved to France at a young age. And he has been an amazing writer. Has had a very cool career, but then he he every week he would sit down, sorry, and chat with his friend's 10-year-old daughter. Well, it started when she was 9 and then ended up being until she was 10. And she would tell him stories every single day of every week, sorry, of her life in school with friends and family from her point of view. And he would create these one-page comic strips of those stories, and there's images of this in otherwise I highly recommend you go see them. They're very sweet, very cool, very funny. Just a regular life of this little girl and how she sees the world and how she explains things. And there's her kind of telling you how annoying her older brother is, how she has to sleep in the same room with him, and how uh, boys are always, using bad words, especially when they're playing football, soccer. It's all these little topics that come out of literally coming out of the head of this 9, 10-year old, and they're done in this amazing way with a beautiful illustration. So I highly recommend this. This is one that I'm really looking forward to. Can't wait to get my hands on this one and read it, because I think it's going to be one of those really cool, uh, sort of going to cleanse your day. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have it right here next to me, and every day read one page, and then that'll be the start of my day, because it's very cool.
You know what I just realized that I didn't put the connection in my mind, and this is
Uh-huh.
amazing. It's from the creator of The Arab of the Future, which
Yes,
I
yes,
enjoy. So that's definitely like it stands out to
yeah.
me because of
I
that. So
mean,
very renowned because of that title. Yeah.
people who know Riyad Sattouf know that he has an amazing career, and obviously that's one probably his biggest title. Obviously,
Mhm.
yeah, very cool.
So next up, we're going to highlight some collected editions that we're excited to see come out. So
Hmm.
first up on the list. Oh, just so that you know, this is not in any sort of, well, we did it in alphabetical order,
Yeah,
just so that you are aware.
and includes
um,
all the different publishers
all
that we
all the different
represent.
publishers. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
So we have Ant-Man Antiversary by Al Ewing. And then Batman and Robin by Tomasi and Gleason. This is the omnibus. This is the 2023 edition. We have Batman Beyond, Neo Year by Colin Kelly. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins, Fjord Stone, written by Kevin Burke and Chris Doc Wyatt, and collaborated with Matthew Mercer and Travis Willingham. And then we have Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins, Not the Brave, written by Sam Maddox.
And then we continue with Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. It says here Tom Taylor, but it actually has, this is an anthology series. So it has a bunch of different writers and artists are involved. I think it's in between 3 and 4 stories per issue, and this collects 4 issues. And then we have Demon Days by Peach Momoko. This is a trade paperback version of this amazing story by Peach Momoko. Edge of the Spider-Verse is collecting the miniseries that came out earlier this year. And Godzilla Rivals, Round 1. And this is also another series that have been coming out every month and with different rivals. And this is the first collection. And Iron Cat by Jeff McKay. This is also a miniseries that came out earlier this year.
Next up, we have Kong, the Saga of the Once and Future Conqueror, Stan Lee, of course. I was really excited when Milestone Compendium 1 came out. So now we have the Compendium 2 by Dwayne McDuffie that you can pick up. We have the Silver Surfer by Slott and Allred Omnibus, and then you have the main cover, but also the direct market cover, as you'll see here. So this is the new printing.
Sorry. Yeah. And then we continue with Spider-Punk, Banned in DC by Cody Ziegler. You probably can't see it because the camera cuts off, but I have an amazing print of Spider-Punk behind me. And then we have Spider-Verse, the Spider-Geddon Omnibus by Dan Slott. And we continue with Spider-Verse, also the Spider-Geddon, but the direct market only cover. And Stranger Things, Kamchaka graphic novel by Michael Moreshi.
All right, continuing on, we have Star Wars Legends, the New Republic Omnibus. We have the main cover. These are written by Timothy Zahn. And then we have the direct market cover right next to it. We have the Ultimate Spider-Man by Brian Michael Bendis. This is the Volume 2 Omnibus. And then next to that, we have 2 direct market covers, the Bagley Carnage cover and then Cassidy's cover, as you'll see there.
And next up is Suicide Squad Blaze by Simon Spurrier. This is the DC Black Label. These are the extra large format, comic books. This collected a miniseries that came out this year. And Wiper by John Dunning. And then we have Wolverine Origin, the deluxe edition. It's by Paul Jenkins. And X-Men, the animated series, The Further Adventures by Ralph Macchio. Not the one that you think of, but the other Ralph Macchio. And that's it for our highlights for this collected editions for January that are coming in January. And we're going to leave you with slides, a few more slides of the rest of the list of collected editions that are coming out, going on sale in January. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Well, like we mentioned before, we have social media channels in Instagram, in Facebook, Twitter, and also this YouTube channel. Please make sure to follow us, comment, like, and we'll keep creating these videos for you, keep you informed of anything that's coming out. Thank you so much. Thanks.